Welcome today to the 8 streams of income in multifamily. And we have Quentin Van Beek that's going to put on the presentation for us today. Uh, Quentin,
Yeah. Let me just pull this up here. We're super excited today to share with you guys the 8 profit centers of real estate investing.
+1.
This one, right? We can't forget.
We got a
So,
bonus.
yeah, we've got instant equity, leverage, cash flow, principal pay down, depreciation, appreciation, and reinvestment +1.
Nice. And a bonus one. Okay, the first one is we'll talk about is instant equity.
Yep. It's not moving. Oh, I think it was just lagging on me. There we go.
So what is instant equity, Quentin?
Instant equity is when you purchase a property and on the buy, you're already making money. When you purchase something that's below market value, and it's when basically you can put it back on the market right away for a profit. You've like right on the buy, right when you purchase that property, there's equity sitting in it already that you have basically attained just by making that deal and negotiating with the seller.
Very nice. And then we'll do the bonus one, the +1 at the end, okay?
Gotcha.
Real estate profit centers, leverage. Leverage is one of my favorite in all investments, especially multifamily.
Yeah, so leverage is basically when you're purchasing a, let's say, $100,000 property, for example, and you're putting down a 20% down payment. So you're basically purchasing something worth $100,000 with 20 grand. That's leverage right there. Purchasing something that's worth much more than the price that you're putting down in the beginning. So on that example there, you're leveraging $80,000 for something that, $100,000 investment that you've only purchased for 20,000, which allows you to use more money to either increase the investment or adding value, adding equity in some way, shape, or form.
Stretching the dollar, stretching a dollar to the power of $4 because we borrow $3, right?
Absolutely.
Very nice. Now, cash flow, real estate profit centers of cash flow. This one is actually a very important one that some people overlook. They look at speculation. Oh, it's going to be worth something in 10 or 20 years, but they don't focus on the cash flow. So Quentin,
Yeah. Cash flow is extremely important. It's probably one of the most, if not the most popular profit center of real estate. Everybody's talking about cash flow. So cash flow is the money that the property is producing, the profit that your investment has every single month or every single year, however you want to calculate that. So that's the money that is going to be split between you and your investors, depending on how you're setting up your deal. And that is a profit of the seeds that we've planted in this deal. And going to be benefiting everybody a part of the deal. It's that instant income that you'll be making off of your properties.
right, which will allow you the buffer for uh, unexpected things to come up. So cash flow is first we have the gross, then we minus the expenses, then we minus the servicing of the debt, and then whatever is remaining is the cash flow. So that means if it's cash flowing, money should not be coming out of our pocket, but going into our pocket.
And then next up, we've got principal pay down. Principal pay down is basically every single month you'll be paying down your debt service, your mortgage. So every single time that you're paying that down, I usually like to think of it of almost as like 2 bars, and one is your mortgage and one is your equity. And as you pay down your mortgage, you're building up the equity in the investment. And over time, that's going to really differentiate and they're going to get farther and farther away. And as you're your debt goes down, your debt service, your equity is going to rise up as you're paying down that mortgage every single month.
Yeah, the principal pay down. So yeah, every month, like Quentin said, you're going to be paying the mortgage. We pay the mortgage, and what happens in that? We're always paying the interest on the money that we're borrowing, and we're always paying the principal. We always pay a small amount in the first years. It's a very small amount, and each year it just grows and grows and grows. And we usually take into consideration approximately a 3% of principal pay down per year of whatever the board money is.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a great way to kind of calculate and estimate the equity that you'll be and the value you'll be adding every single year. And then next up, we've got appreciation. Paul, do you want to talk a bit about appreciation?
Hey, appreciation. Very nice one. The bonus one is going to be a little bit about the first slide and a little bit about this slide. So we have appreciation. So each year rent goes up. So perhaps maybe rent was $1,000 this year. Next year it's going to be $1,010, maybe $1,020. And in multifamily, that is what's going to raise the appreciation. So when rents go up, or we decrease expenses, or we increase cash, the NOI, net operating income, we increase the appreciation of the value of the asset, the investment, the building, the multifamily building.
Absolutely. Yeah, you hit it spot on. Yeah, as you see usually throughout history, real estate will usually appreciate. It will go up over time. There will be those dips every now and then when we get hit a recession or, something similar, but real estate will appreciate steadily over time. You can be sure that it could be a solid investment.
Mostly the dips and the windy roads is usually in the residential, where they're more it's more of an emotional market, and it's more magnetized to whatever's happening, where multifamily isn't necessarily on that roller coaster ride as much. It does play a part in it, but nothing compared to residential. So multifamily rents normally don't go in half, but a residential house can go in half overnight, which it did when I was doing flips in the Greater Toronto area back in 1991. Houses valuations were basically just dropping, and we saw it in 2022, where the average home depreciated by 30%, and multifamily buildings didn't was not affected by that. Um, so
Absolutely. Some benefit there of getting into multifamily.
yeah.
And then next up, we got depreciation.
Depreciation. So this is something that we're not accountants, we're not lawyers, we're not financial advisors. We're just basically telling you stuff that we're doing, and that and so depreciation is more focused on your accountant and stuff like that. But obviously, there's wear and tear on your building from the day you purchase it. There's basic maintenance that has to be done, which it depreciates over time. And those are incentives on your taxes that your accountant can definitely go over with you with this category.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people don't really think too much about depreciation, or it's not something you hear about too often, but it definitely is a solid profit center in real estate, and another way you can, take advantage of those tax implementations and those tax benefits.
Mhm. Yeah, so this is yeah. Oh, reinvestment. So this is one of the strategies that we particularly like. We like the BRRRR strategy. So it's buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. A full BRRRR, to say a full BRRRR, would be taking the capital that you initially put into the investment and receiving that back in a period of time of maybe 1 to 3 years, maybe 3 to 5 years, and taking that capital and then doing it again, buying another property similar to the one that you purchased and doing again. So one of the things to accelerate this, it would be on the 8 income streams to the +1, which would be forced appreciation. So we like to force the appreciation by renovating the units, getting top market rents, and providing an a great service where people feel great value in what they're getting for their money. And then what that does is it accelerates the value of the place so that we can refinance it in a quicker period of time.
Absolutely. Yeah, it really does kind of go hand in hand when you do that forced appreciation and raise the value and the equity in the building. That's when you want to do that refinance and pull that some of that equity out and reinvest it back into real estate, right? And because if you just pull it out and usually you don't put it back in real estate, it could draw some tax implications and that's why doing that reinvestment is a great way to build wealth and continue to invest in real estate and build up your portfolio.
And is that the last one?
That is the last one, I believe.
Well, we would like to thank you very much on this presentation. We thank you for joining us. I know there's many things that we can do with our time, and we're bombarded with information, but very little knowledge. So I hope this brought some knowledge for you, and I hope to hear or see from you. And if you have any questions, please reach out to Quentin Van Beek or myself, Paul Tannehill, and we would gladly answer any questions that you may have. And have yourself a great day until the next slicing and dicing real estate with Quentin and Paul. Have a good one.
Absolutely.